Hello everyone, welcome to the Oasis Healing Temple. My name is Brandi. Thank you all for joining me in the temple today. For today's reading, we're going to take a look at which doorway is opening up for you. So use your intuition, close your eyes, meditate, ask your higher self which of these doors is meant to open for you. And we have 3 different piles to choose from. Pause the video if you need more time to meditate. The timestamps will be located in the description box below, and I'll see you all at your readings. Welcome pile number 1. So today we're taking a look at what doorway is opening up for you. So you were drawn to pile number 1 in this card. Let's see. We have the door of ancestors, legacy, roots, wisdom, connection, and guidance. Okay, so that's what's opening up for you. A connection to your ancestors, your roots. I see the DNA thread here, so there may be an activation in the root chakra, your earth star chakra, the foundation of who you are, connecting to your roots and your ancestors. I've already pre-pulled some oracle cards. I'm going to get a couple tarot for you real quick to see if we can get some further information. So the door of the ancestors. What's coming through the door of the ancestors? What is something pile number 1 is about to activate? This one as well. Slide you over here. Ooh, so we have strength. Nice. Ooh, the Queen of Cups. Look at all this empowering energy. The Knight of Swords. The Princess of Cups. Okay. And the Empress. Ooh, look at that. That is beautiful. Okay, so your ancestors are coming through this portal, through this doorway to offer you strength, to offer you support, to offer you the ability to create the life of your dreams, the relationship that you're looking for. And it's coming in with some strength, with some speed. Something may come about very quickly with the Knight of Swords here. And he's holding it like straight up in the air. So there may be a truth, a revelation that comes through here. They're offering you some, with the Queen of Cups and the Empress, I feel like this is emotional support, love, happiness, and you have strength. You know, that is amazing. The Princess of Cups. So this may be a new emotional path for you. Or the path that's opening up is going to be something that is very emotionally fulfilling. Yeah, especially with the Empress here, the ability to have the life that you want, to live the life of your dreams, to feel empowered, to feel emotionally secure, loving yourself, pouring into your own cup. We have a lot of cups here. A cup, a cup, a cup. Perhaps you've been pouring love into yourself, standing on your own merit, you know, doing the inner work. Riding hard for yourself, you know. Beautiful, beautiful. Yeah, see the heart. We have the sacral chakra. We have the crown. We have the throat. Lots of feminine wisdom here as well. All right, let's see what these reveal. Ooh, we have passion. All right. So the frequency of passion reminds us that beneath every intense emotion lies the hidden gem of insight, balance, and calm. It assists us in finding the balance within this intensity, moving us from chaos to the calm of its core, where we can let its long-lasting wisdom fill us up. Ooh, that's beautiful. All right, hang on. Let me turn this heater off. All right, so something that you're very passionate about. Like I said, this could be a relationship that's coming in, creating the dream of your life, something that you've been really wanting to manifest, something that you've been thinking about, putting all your energy towards, putting all of your energy into. Something is about to be settled. Something's coming to completion as well. Yeah, whereas maybe before stepping into this doorway, there may have been a lot of, you know, I wouldn't say necessarily fear, but there could have been a lot of stress or worry, hard work, needing your endurance, needing you to remain balanced, needing you to remain calm so that you can move through whatever you were experiencing, and holding your faith, putting your trust and your faith in the divine to guide you to this moment, knowing that what you have been working on, what you've been investing in, what you've been manifesting, what you've been, praying for, doing the work towards, is going to come about, is going to manifest. Yeah, I definitely feel like you have been doing the work, pile number one. We have the cane coming through. I feel like that's more like a staff. He's holding this sword, the sword of power, the sword of truth. Also, the sword that cuts through illusions, cuts through fears, cuts through doubts. The Knight of Swords can also be somebody who's like very quick to react to a situation. Sometimes that can be good and bad, because sometimes, the Knight of Swords can be somebody who's just very reactive. They don't stop to think before they act, you know what I mean? And sometimes they can jump to conclusions. And I don't feel that coming through here. I feel like more about you wielding your power and your strength, and channeling your thoughts and your focus into a certain direction of empowering yourself, because we have strength. You have the Queen of Cups, knowing when to respond and when to, not react, but to respond, and how to channel your emotional energies in a positive direction. So I feel like you have a lot of strength, and you've been utilizing it. So we have May coming through. This is a time card here. So there may be something that you're going to see manifesting in this upcoming May. We're fixing to step into spring, so perhaps this is when your manifestation is going to come to bloom, is around May. We have the Camel. Yeah, persevere and you will overcome the problems. I feel like this is what you've been doing. You've been utilizing your strength to have faith while you're moving through these challenges, and you've been wielding your energy in the appropriate way. You've been empowering yourself, loving yourself, filling your own cup with that faith, with that trust in the divine that everything is going to work out for you. And something's going to come about in May for you, pile number one. We have the Lion. Yeah, that Leo energy, that sense of power, utilizing the light, something coming to the light. We have the Strength card here. Leo, some of you may be Leos. Your power, your heart as well. Perhaps you've been strengthening your heart. This has to do with the relationship coming in here, learning how to love yourself and pour into your own cup first, and that is how you're going to attract that appropriate partner. And we have the Bow. You are highly thought of. A bow. To me, that, like it's the weaving, something that you you know, you wrap a present in something that's being wrapped. Ooh, a gift may be coming in for you. Okay. What do we have? Breaking free. Yes, there's that sort of truth, cutting through the illusions. You have harmony. As I create, I will share harmony divine with love and care. And then you have divine guidance coming through as well. Whispers from the beings who shine. Let their message be clear and kind. Okay, so again, through this doorway, I feel like it's the door of the ancestors. So this could be ancestral knowledge that's coming through, ancestral wisdom. Something that is meant to come to you because it is written in your DNA, you know, perhaps your family and your lineage. There's been a lot of toxic relationships, I want to say. Not knowing how to have healthy relationships. Maybe there's been a lot of, you know, empathy and narcissistic relationships, that back and forth. Not really getting the lesson and understanding that we choose how we allow ourselves to be treated. And I feel like you're the one who's come in to said, no, not here, not with me. You're not going to treat me this way. I deserve, you know, to be treated with love and respect. And there are boundaries. There's limitations to my love. And it doesn't mean that I don't have unconditional love. I can love you from a distance, love you as part of the divine spark, but it doesn't mean I have to have you in my life. And I feel like you have come to a place now where your ancestors are acknowledging and recognizing where you have put in the work. You have leaned into your faith. You have been pouring love and compassion and understanding into your own heart. And you've been, even when things didn't look good, the outcome was in the distance. I feel like you kept persevering, you kept overcoming any problems that were thrown at you. You kept having faith, you leaned into your strength, and you've broken free from some karmic pattern that has been passed down generationally. And your ancestors are coming through here and offering the rewards for all that you have been through and all that you have overcome. You've brought harmony and peace back into your family lineage, and they're wanting you to know that they are with you, they're behind you, they're sending you messages, they're sending you support, they're sending you their love and their acknowledgement, and all these blessings, everything that you felt may have been withheld from you, are about to pour in. They're about to come into your cup. You're about to be overfilled with so much joy, so much love, so much to be grateful for. Like, it's like there's this karmic bank and you've been putting in like all these deposits, and you're about to receive some withdrawals, you know. It's the end. You have come to a place of completion. You have a number 7 here on the board, so spiritual insight, intuition, completion. And then we have a number 9, which is again the end of a cycle, spiritual wisdom, part of a legacy, your work, your purpose here. You have been working, you've been trying to create more harmony and balance within your relationships. And then we have card number 38, which is an 11. So awakening, enlightenment, a higher purpose. Like, this has been part of the journey for you, is to overcome, to break yourself free from having those experiences with people who are just very quick to react. And I feel like you have finally put your foot down and said enough is enough, and you've learned to stand in your power and to stand in your authority, your sovereignty, and say, no, this ends with me. I'm no longer tolerating less than I am worth. And I want people who appreciate me, who pour into my cup, just and love me the way that I love myself. Okay, I'm going to get you some more cards. Let's see what else we have. Yeah, I feel like you know your truth now. You know your strength. You know who you are. We have released jealousy. Jealousy is an affirmation that you don't have something. The universe manifests exactly as you affirm. Let other people's success inspire rather than frustrate you. If they can have it, so can you. So I feel like this may have been a place where you didn't understand why you may have had the circumstances that you did and had to experience these relationships, because this is what, unfortunately has been passed down generationally. We live what we know and what we've learned. And so until we go within and do the work and understand ourselves and understand our beliefs and understand our own personal patterns, we we don't know how to wield our power yet. And so there may have been jealousy in the family, or even from you, about how other people can have healthy relationships, or have people who just, things just seem to work out for them, and where you may have had to struggle and you may have had to go through all these challenges, even though you may have been a good person, and why do bad things always happen to bad people? And it's not that you're a bad why do bad things happen to good people? It's not that you're a bad person, you don't deserve things. There's a belief system, there's a program, or there's no boundaries set on what you see is, your worth and your value and how you want to be loved. If you're not setting the standards for yourself, then people, you're just going to attract people who see that there's no boundary, and they, will take advantage of that. Oh, look, we have a gratitude list. Counting your blessings and feeling gratitude for what you already have helps you to be centered in your heart. Instead of fixated on worries in your mind, what and who are you grateful for right now? Keep focusing upon gratitude and you'll discover the amazing generosity of this universe. Okay, so learning to fill your own cup, when you are full of gratitude, this is what fills your cup, right? Because you're pouring into yourself. You are learning to be grateful for what you receive, and it opens the door to the heart so that you can receive more of what it is you're grateful for. The universe doesn't know the difference between good and bad, because the universe is, it's not based on duality. Only this dimension here is based on duality. And so if we're vibrating on a level that's, on struggle and lack and fear, the universe just matches that vibration, because it's up to us to lift our vibration, and for us to see and create the world that we want to be living in through our beliefs, through our heart space, and what we focus on and what we speak out loud. Everything is about creation, and we're learning how to create and how to use our mind, our heart, our voice to create our realities. And a lot of people don't even recognize that and realize that this is how we create our world. That's why television is such a big programming, because it's telling a vision, it's telling us what to believe, it's telling us what to focus and visualize, so that the social media is using us to create the reality here. And it's up to us to take our power back, and for us to refocus and to take charge of our own creative abilities as an individual to create the life that we want to be living. We were given that free will to create from the Creator. We are co-creators through our thoughts, through our focus, through our voice, through our energy, through our vibration, through our belief systems. And so when we learn how to shift those, how to transform those, how to alchemize them, that's when we can become more in charge and more in control over what it is we want in our world. And so if this hasn't resonated with you until now, this is the door that you're stepping into, is to taking charge of your creative abilities, and that you are able to create the life of your dreams and how you want to be living. And it's up to you to free yourself from these programs, of these belief systems that make you feel like you're not enough, and that there's something wrong with you, and that you don't deserve to have a happy life, or have a happy relationship, or to be successful, or to be abundant in whatever way that is for you. And so when we can step into a place of gratitude, and we start acknowledging things in our life to be grateful for, that is how we start filling our cup with more of those things, and more of those things start coming into our reality, because we're shifting from a low vibration of lack to a vibration of I have, and I'm grateful for what I have. And this starts raising your vibration up so that you attract more things to be grateful for. And the universe then responds with giving you more of those things that you're grateful for. Because the higher vibrations, they move faster than the lower vibrations. The lower vibrations are very dense, they're very heavy, they're very slow. And energies of gratitude, those are higher vibrations, and they move faster. And so the more gratitude you have, the more of those things come into your world quicker. Okay, so focus on that gratitude. If you've been having any of these feelings of jealousy, or how come I don't have, why is it so hard for me? We have savings. As you consistently save for your future is saved. You do your future self a big favor as you consciously or consistently set aside present funds. This is part of your self-care and a path to feeling secure as you focus upon your life purpose. Okay, so your ancestors want you to start putting some things back and setting things aside for a future timeline here, because there's something that you're going to be doing with these funds. There's something that you're going to want to need them for, and you'll be so grateful that you set them aside, because there may be something that comes up, a class you want to take, or there may be a retreat that you need to go on, something that requires you to have those funds set aside, and it has to do with taking care of yourself, something that's going to help you grow, something that's going to help you step into this Empress energy, okay? Because there's something about learning a lesson here as well. Okay, you guys. I also want to remind you that you are always being guided, that your spirit guides, your ancestors, they're rooting for you, they're supporting you. A lot of these things we inherit through our family genetics, through our DNA. And some of them even from our previous lifetimes that we're not even aware of, that we're playing out today, And so when you go within and learn your beliefs, and you start shifting really how you believe and your worth and yourself and what you deserve, and you begin to understand where they came from, where they originated. Sometimes they occur in our childhood. Sometimes if our parents experienced, lack, or if they had struggles in their relationship, we inherited those beliefs and situations from them. We learn how to love through our parents in the way that they allow themselves to be loved and allow themselves to be treated. We just learn a lot, and we create stories for ourselves. We create belief systems for ourselves, and we then experience that playing out in our world around us. So when we go within and we do the shadow work, and we understand what makes us tick and what stories we've made up and told ourselves, we can shift those narratives, we can shift our perspectives and our beliefs, and that will ultimately shift our reality and shift the way that we move through this world. And everything will start to shift. It's like rearranging the furniture in your house. When you start rearranging your belief systems and your perspectives around, your reality starts to shift and change. I guarantee you, start practicing, start shifting, start looking into your heart and being grateful for things. This is how you're going to achieve the success, how you're going to have that full cup, how you're going to have that healthy relationship, okay? All right, you guys. So this is a doorway that's opening up for you, a doorway into some ancestral wisdom, ancestral knowledge, how to free yourself from some old karmic patterns and belief systems so that you can embody this happy, full life that's waiting for you ahead, that you're going to feel so much balance and peace and harmony and passion, and you're going to feel like you have just always been guided this entire time, okay? All right, you guys. Now is the time for you to take some actions going forward. I'm sending y'all so much love, lots of support. Please like and subscribe to my channel if you like my readings. Comment below if you feel like sharing your story, or just let me know how this reading resonated with you. And I'm sending y'all lots of love. Take care and have a blessed day. Welcome to your reading pile number 2. So you guys were drawn to this doorway. We're going to reveal what is behind this door, what's opening up for you. And I have pre-pulled some oracle cards for you. And we're going to get a couple of tarot cards just to reveal what other information wants to come through this doorway for you. So we have the door. You actually had 2 doors opening up. So we have the door of compassion, empathy, kindness, mercy, benevolence, and humanness. And then we have the door of discovery, exploration, uncovering, learning, insight, and enlightenment. Okay, so I feel like this is your heart chakra. Because the doorway is shaped like the heart. Door of compassion and discovery. So you could be discovering a little bit more about yourself here. Something to do with your heart. Alright. Let's take a look at the tarot to see what wants to come through. The door of compassion and the door of discovery. Discovering how big your heart is. Alright, let's see what we have. Ooh, we got a lot of cards. So we have the Princess of Coins, which is the Page of Pentacles here. So something new. The Six of Wands. Wow. The Sun. Something you've been working on. This could be a talent, a new idea, something coming to light. We have the World. Something coming to completion. What else we have? The Two of Swords. So maybe you've been afraid to make a choice. We have the Queen of Cups, nice. 10 of Coins, ooh. And the 8 of Coins. Okay, so something you've been working on. This could be something that's from your heart here. Perhaps some of you are about to embark on a new job, a new business idea, new business venture. Something you maybe been afraid to step into, and I feel like you're finally going to make that choice, because whatever it is, whatever you've been working on, or wherever this talent is, this idea that you have, it is going to be very successful. It's going to bring in a lot of abundance. You're going to feel emotionally fulfilled. It is time for you now to walk through that door, and you're going to find that when you live from a place of passion, things that when you live from your heart, you're going to be creating a life that feels more fulfilled, that feels more abundant, more joyful. And I feel like you're going to be, you're going to be learning how to live from your heart, to live from a state of trusting the guidance that comes through your heart chakra here. I feel like you are definitely somebody who already live from your heart. I feel like you have a lot of compassion and you have a lot of empathy for others. But I feel like there is something that you've been wanting to create. You've just been afraid to make that choice for yourself. I mean, we have the Ten of Cups. This is, financial stability, security. And we have the Queen of Cups, stepping into, feeling emotionally fulfilled through your work. And we have the Eight of Coins, something that you've been working on, something you've been, a craft that you've been, this could be your side hustle, you know what I mean? And stepping into that, becoming your full-time job, making that your full investment of your time and of your energy. Okay, let's see what else we have coming through here. We have transition. Okay, the frequency of transition supports our deep understanding of the ever-changing nature of existence and our lives, so that we can learn to let go, to surrender to the process, and allow transition to occur with ease and grace. Yeah, okay, so it is time for you to shift. It's time for you to move forward, to step onto this path, to discover, your gifts, your talents, to discover your ability to create and sustain emotional fulfillment and financial security for yourself. Because this is ultimately like part of your dream. This is what you're meant to be doing. This is going to make you feel like you are living out a childhood, fantasy, but it's like a dream come true for you, and like wielding your power and utilizing it for the good of the all. I feel like there's a service, or there's something that you're going to be bringing forth that is also going to benefit society in some way. Yeah, it's going to be very fruitful. I mean, this tree right here, it's so colorful and it's in full bloom, and I feel like this is you stepping into your full potential here and discovering how much you can create when you believe in yourself, when you trust, when you stop doubting. What do we have? We have marriage. We have the casket. So letting something go, the marriage, this could be the union of the heart and mind coming together. Finally on the same page. This can be commitment, making that commitment to let go, to walk away from the old so that you can transition into the life that you ultimately want to be living. We have a fair woman, dealings or a relationship with a woman with blonde, gray, or white hair. Okay, so maybe this could be a partnership as well, with the emotional fulfillment here and the security. Some of you may be wanting to, you're afraid to make that leap and end up making that commitment into marriage. So some of you, this may be a relationship that you're wanting to invest in, and you're unsure about making that commitment with this person, because we have a fair woman. This could also be a business partner. If it's not relationship wise, this could be as in a partner. This could be well, as in a mate, you know what I mean? This could also be a business partnership here. But you have to walk, there's something that has to be let go of. You have to be willing to take that leap of faith and to move on. And we have good luck. Look at that. Good luck is on your side. And we have the beetle, good fortune. I mean, that's awesome. You can't make this stuff up. So there's this opportunity for you to like make that choice, and it's going to be very successful. It's going to bring a lot of good luck and a lot of good fortune. everything is saying, yes, it's time to make that choice. It's time to open that door and make that commitment into this job or into this relationship. Whether you decide to get married or commit, where you sign that contract and you say, let's do it, I'm going for it, this is really what I want to do, I've been working hard, I've been investing a lot of my time and energy and my money into this, and yeah, I'm going to follow my heart and I'm going to go for it. Oh, what do we have? We have problem resolved. Nice. And see, once you make this commitment, everything is going to resolve. Everything's going to work out. Let go of any fears. Let go of any worries. Everything is going to... Look at that. I mean, it's like this island behind her. The waters are calm. Let go of anything that's holding you back. We have sensuality, your freedom flowing from far away. I dance, I love, I laugh, I play. Yeah, it's time to let go, trust, go with the flow. And we have psychic protection. Around me now, a shield of gold protecting me, strong and bold. All right, so this is meant to be, this relationship, this job, whatever it is that's manifesting for you, whatever it is that's coming through this doorway, it is divinely protected. You're meant to just trust, take that leap of faith, go after it. I mean, it's just straight up front. Here it is. Go for it. All doors are opening and saying, yes, yes, yes. You're going to be happy. You're going to have that stability. You're going to feel emotionally fulfilled. You're going to feel financially secure. You have, oops, sorry. I just bumped my camera. Good luck, good fortune is on your side. Make sure this is straight. Okay. Let's get a couple more cards for you guys. Okay, so we have a 3 and a 4. 3s are about abundance, expansion. 4 is stability, security, building those solid foundations, strength, resilience, divine support even. 3s, we got that communication. So there's great communication. There's great expressions, expressing joy. Yeah, I mean, I feel like you're, you know, she's like got her headphones on. She's listening to music. I feel like you're just like, go with the flow. Go with the flow. What do we have? We have visualize abundance in all forms. Woohoo! All right, God gave you such great spiritual power that everything you visualize eventually becomes reality. Hold a steady vision of that which is beautiful, healthful. I've never heard that one. Healthful, positive, and filled with blessings, and that is what you'll experience. Nice. Believe in your heart. Listen to your heart. Follow your heart. Trust, believe, and receive. Pile number 1. Pile number 2. All right, we have positivity, faith, and optimism. What's up? All right, you open the doorway to positive experiences and opportunities with your positive expectations and energy. Do not allow negative energy or temporary setbacks to interfere with the path that you are on. Keep the faith and keep going. Woo, I love it. And look, she has this little cub and the lion. I feel like this is like living out a childhood dream. You know, it's something that you've held near and dear to your heart, and you've been doing lovely. Just let go of any fears or doubts or worries that, you know, about making this choice and making the decision. This is the right path for you to be on. You just got to move through this transition here. Okay, and know that everything is working out for you. Everything will work out. The path ahead looks very good for you guys. So continue walking forward with faith, with positivity, with optimism, and visualize that abundance coming in because you deserve it. Okay? Woo, pile number 2, your reading was just so easy and it was very fluid. So I feel like there's nothing holding you back here except for your own doubts. Okay, so let them go. Trust, believe, receive. And yeah, I'm looking forward to hearing from you guys. I hope everything works out for you guys, because the cards say they will. And yeah, thank you for being here in the temple with me today. I am sending out all my love. If you like my readings, please like and subscribe, comment below, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care and have a blessed day. Welcome to your reading pile number 3. So today we're taking a look at what doorway is opening up for you, and you were drawn to this doorway. I've already pulled some oracle cards. We're going to get some tarot in just a minute. We're going to reveal what door is opening. And we have the door of magic, enchantment, mystical, charm, supernatural, wonder, and spell. Ooh, so I feel like there's something mysterious, something magical, something maybe unknown going to be happening for you. We're going to get some tarot real quick to see if we can get some other insights into this magical doorway that's opening up. Ooh. All right, so pile number 3, please. What's going on with this magical door? What energies are they stepping into here? Whoa. Take a look. Okay, you got a good bit. Let's see. Ooh, Ace of Wands. Some new passion. The 8 of Wands. Okay. So something fast. Pace. 5 of Cups. Okay, we have the Hierophant. The Emperor. Wow. Okay. So I feel like you've been learning some lessons here. The 9 of Wands. And then the Magician. Okay. So I feel like you have been working very hard. I feel like you've had to walk away from some people, some situations, old beliefs, old patterns. The 5 of things that weren't working out. I feel like you've had to just move on from certain situations or certain people. We have a lot of, looking back, looking over the shoulder here. Perhaps there's something of the past that you have been re-examining. This could be old patterns, old belief systems, old relationships, old experiences, where you may have been just doing a lot of working. We got some, you got 1, 2, 3 wands. This has to do with your fire, your passion, your energy, and the Hierophant. These are, Hierophant can be the lessons that you're learning, what you're having to, this could be even spiritual beliefs, your own personal beliefs that you have. And, the Emperor is somebody who is standing in their power. Nine of Wands. I'm pretty sure the nines are about, the final battle, the final, before you step into something new, I feel like. And you've had to work very, very hard. I feel like that you're rediscovering your personal power here. And yeah, I feel like you're ready to move forward. You're ready to transform your situation. We have this Ace of Wands, which is a new beginning, a new power, a new passion, new desire. And you're ready to just walk away and to move on from some certain situation or certain individual or relationship. All right. Or, you know, yeah. There's a lot of masculines here, so I feel like it may be a relationship. All right, let's see what the oracle cards say. It's something that's not emotionally fulfilling. We have Gaia coming through. The frequency of Gaia reminds us that we are infinitely connected to one another, just as we are to our Great Mother and to the universe that birthed us all. Okay, and then we have soul time. The frequency of soul time asks us to allow the possibility of a new reality to emerge, one that embraces the concept that while the corporeal body is mortal, the soul is timeless, limitless, and infinite. Okay, so I feel like you're stepping into a time of transformation, wielding your power, knowing what it is that you really want for yourself and for your life. I'm not so sure about the Gaia, other than, you know, yes, we are all connected. We are all part of the divine. And I feel like maybe you may be realizing that you have the power to create, to transform, to make conscious choices about what it is that you want in your life. Exactly, okay. And the soul time here, the possibility of a new reality to emerge, realizing that you can wield the power to bring change into your life. That is what you're stepping into, is claiming your authority, your sense of power to create change, to transform your situation, to walk away from, you know, the relationships, from the experiences that are just no longer working, that are no longer making you feel loved, supported, emotionally secure. You know, they're just, it's not working out, and it's time for you to say goodbye, to move on, to walk away, and know that you have limitless potential. All right, let's see what else we have. Look at the throne. Nice. A position of authority. Thank you. That's what's coming through, is that you wield the power. You're stepping into who you are and what you want, and realizing that you have the power. See, she's wielding that staff of power, and she has it again here in the Nine of Wands. And we have these two masculines who are holding it here. So this could be a relationship, a situation where maybe you were giving your power away to another individual, and now you're taking your power back. You're saying, no, this is my life, and I'm going to bring a lot of change going forward. This is not how I wanted my experience to go. I'm seeing through the lies, I'm seeing through the BS, I'm seeing where I'm not holding my ground, where I'm not standing in my power, and I'm reclaiming it now. Good for you. Look at that. That is reclaiming that throne, saying, I deserve this. I know my worth. I know my value. And then we have the dragon. Okay. The dragon can bring transformational energy. This is burning up the old, and the old patterns, the old beliefs, the old ways of doing things, the old ways of settling for less than your worth, you know, the old patterns, the old programs, the old belief systems, all of that, transforming it, taking your power back. We have the club. Somebody will try to make you do something against your will. See, and that's where you're taking your power back. Is maybe these were old ancestral belief systems, old ways of doing things. This is what, you know, how my family has been, or something that was in the bloodline, you know, maybe ancestors before you, or even your parents. This is how they had relations with one another, and like maybe, you know, because in the past women were subservient to men, and women had, you know, these specific roles. Women had these specific roles, and everybody just played these specific parts, whether they wanted to or not. We just did it because that was the, you know, society's standards, and everybody just conformed and did whatever to be socially accepted. or even familial, you know what I mean, to fit in with the family or to be approved and loved by family. And people trying to force you to like fit in a box or to live out their personal agendas, you know, and I think that's what you're saying no, you're walking away from. We have nest, okay, emotionally secure, loving family is important to you. Okay, yes, you want to create a healthy, loving atmosphere for yourself and your life and your children. You want that to be the agenda here. We have this fear, all heartache over what you no longer have. And I feel like this is, you know, heartache over the way things didn't work out, you know. Maybe you had a plan, you had an idea, and maybe this was like the story that you were sold, you know what I mean? But ultimately, when it came down to the nitty-gritty and doing the work and being there and having that relationship, it didn't work out, you know what I mean? It fell short of like true love, true support, true emotional connection, you know, whatever the case may be. So there is going to be a little bit of grief and sadness, but to remain in that position, you know what I mean? All that work, all that heartache, all the struggle, all the challenges, you know, it's just, you've come to a place where I feel like you're ready to move on, and you're saying this isn't working, this isn't enough, I need something better, I need something that's more fulfilling, more passionate, you know, etc. We have coins. Money will be coming to you. Okay, yeah, you want something that's more stable, more secure. And then we have the dagger. Fear, worries, and tense situations. All right, so there may be a little bit of fear of walking away, but you have the coins here saying that you will find that stability. So where maybe this is what may have kept you in the relationship was financial security. Like you don't need somebody else to give you that, to complete that for you. The doors will just magically open because you're making those conscious choices to walk away from, you know, patterns and people that weren't serving you, that weren't benefiting you, that wasn't giving you the life that you really wanted and dreamed of. But you have the throne and coins, you know, this is knowing your worth and feeling secure in that, you know. And the final one is the cup. Yes, there we go. So for the cup, this is about you filling your own cup, you know, and not looking outside of yourself for somebody to complete you or to meet your needs. You know, it's about you learning to love yourself fully and completely, and pouring into your cup, you know, I am worth, knowing your worth, knowing that you deserve better, you deserve to be treated better, you don't deserve somebody to betray you or to, you know, try to dominate you and like put you in a place or betray your heart or make excuses why it's okay to treat you poorly, you know, and have bad behavior, stuff like that. I feel like you're just over it and you have been doing the work. You're tired of the excuses, I feel like. So this door that you're stepping into, like, it's very you know, it may be scary in the beginning, but I feel like you are like anything is better than what you've been in, right? So, and for you, pile number 3, you have the most of these tea leaf cards come out. You have the most of the oracle cards coming out. So this is like such a strong message for you, and I want you to know that you are very supported in this choice, in this decision, in this movement that you're taking in your life, and it's time for you to walk through that door and to make magic happen for yourself. All right, so let's see what we have. We have let go. Nice. You see how she is reaching up. She's just like, whoo. It's time for me to let go, time for you to move on, time for you to take your power back. We have sexuality. Yeah, I feel like this definitely involves a relationship here. And we have detoxification. I'm just going to cover her up because She's in the pool. She's learning to love herself. She's pouring love and energy into her heart, knowing that she is worthy, knowing that she is loved, because you've learned to love yourself. You've learned to see your worth and to know that you deserve better than what you've been settling for. And this may have been something that you were taught, something that has been within genetics, and you're here to say, nope, it ends with me. I'm here to transform. I'm here to create change, to bring change, and I'm going to set the standard for the future generations to come, for my children, for anybody else that's coming behind me. I'm going to do this work so that they don't have to, and I'm going to show any other children who come after me that this is what love looks like. And you have to love yourself, and so much that you don't allow yourself to just settle for crumbs, you know. And you have financial flow. I mean, what's up? So you have the coins and financial flow. Okay, so if somebody's trying to use like money over you, or try to instill fear that you're not going to be financially secure if you walk away, like, no. The finances are going to come in. You're going to be financially supported. There's going to be something that opens up. So if this has been like a career or something versus a relationship, if relationship didn't resonate with you, and this has to do with the job and investment, you can walk away and you will still be financially supported. Look, you have magical powers, and you have the Phoenix rising on this card. I weave and clear, I cast and know, magic secrets to me now show. I feel like that's it. You are transforming. You are rising up from this old version of yourself, and you're stepping into your full-blown power here. Woohoo! We have trust. I am safe. I am secure. In love, I trust. My faith endures. Oh, that's beautiful. And look, these are jalapeno poppers, you know. Hot, hot, hot. They also, peppers are very good for if you have a cold, you know what I mean? So when you feel weak, this is like empowering yourself, strengthening yourself, overcoming, detoxification. Yes, nice. And what do we have? We have organization, purpose, planning, efficiency. Now come to me so easily. Yeah. You're going to find that things just fall in line. Things will just come into alignment magically. Things will just all of a sudden just go poof, because you made that conscious choice to walk away and say, that's it. It ends with me. I'm done with this situation. And you're learning to empower yourself, and you're saying, I'm letting go of this, and I'm empowering myself with that, and trust that everything's just going to flow forward. It's going to flow so easily, so magically into your hands. You're wielding your power here. Woo. And you have divine guidance. Whispers from the beings who shine. Let their message be clear and kind. Look at that. You are being divinely guided, protected, watched over. Pay attention for any signs along the way, because you're going to be receiving guidance and steps to take as you continuously move forward. And then you have harmony. As I create, I will share. Harmony divine with love and care. Look, and she's like making her manifestations here. Maybe you've been doing some kind of magic, moon magic, manifestation techniques, you know. Your magic is very strong, very empowered, very in tune, very connected. Look at that. Yes. You're coming into alignment. That's what's happening here. You're coming into alignment with the manifestation. With everything that you've let go of, you're now fixing to be more empowered, more secure financially, more secure emotionally. You may be finding that a new relationship comes in for you because you're releasing an old one that's no longer serving you, that may have been a little bit, you know, toxic. But because now you're stepping into your full-blown power, you know your worth, and you know your value, so you're not settling anymore. That's what's up. Good for you. Pile number 3. I'm loving it. All right, let me get you some final messages to close out your reading. This magical door that you're stepping into. Things are magical for you. All right, so you have partnership. Allow healthful, supportive partnerships into your personal life and career, and both parties benefit as a result. You are receiving help from heaven and from a person who brings needed skills and resources. Ooh. Okay, so you may be coming into partnership with somebody else who is more on your same wavelength, and the energy is mutual. The love is energy. Your connection just is going to be very in sync with each other. So it's going to be very fluid, very flowing, very much on the same page. And you have these 2 individuals, 2 guides are with you, supporting you. So I love that that came through, because this just kind of spoke to me just a minute. And we have detox your friendships. Wow. Your abundance flow is being affected by the people with whom you're spending time. So be discerning about your associations and relationships. Choose to be with people who are inspiring, generous, and supportive. Nice. Okay. So again, confirmation. When you let go of these relationships, these people in your life who just are not very supportive, they could be very controlling, very toxic. As you walk away from them, these new healthy relationships will just start to come in, as well as the abundance. Everything will just start to flow for you, pile number 3. So, I mean, what a magical door to step into, right? Oh, I'm so happy for you guys. All right, y'all, that was your reading for today. Thank you so much for being here in the temple with me. Please like and subscribe to my channel if these readings resonate with you. Comment below if you feel like sharing your story. I'd love to hear from you all. Sending you lots of love. Take care and have a blessed day.